Had a good series of meetings today with Mr. Ziggy Wilf and Mr. Lester Bagley, and in terms of the Vikings with Commissioner Tony Bennett, Commissioner Rafael Ortega, Ramsey County, with the principals with the Block E proposal, Senator Tom Bach, and I'm still in a listening mode, but I've told everyone and others with whom we've had other conversations that by the end of next week, a week from this Friday, we really need to have some of the questions still existing answered and specific proposals set forth in writing and for public consumption and various agreements nailed down so that I can be in a position the week after next to set forth a more specific plan and my support for it. And I think we'll be able to keep to that timetable. I've set another meeting with the legislative leadership for next Monday afternoon at 2 o'clock to discuss where we stand at this point in time and continue to get their input. I continue to know that it's necessary for this to be a bipartisan solution, and I continue to invite the legislative leaders of both parties and both chambers to join with me in doing what's necessary to get this accomplished for the jobs it's going to provide, for the economic development it's going to generate, and for the benefit of the people of Minnesota. This responsibility is incumbent upon the 201 legislators as well as myself to lead together. I accept the challenge of legislators that I lead, and I believe I'm doing so, both by setting this timetable and by forcing these various decisions to be made and ultimately coming forward with my own recommendation. But as everyone knows, I can't pass anything in the legislature myself. It takes a majority in the House and a majority in the Senate, and then a conference committee if necessary, and then my concurrence. And so this has to be a collaborative process. It has to be a cooperative process. There's plenty of room for people's honest disagreements, but at the end of the day, if there aren't 68 votes in the House and 34 votes in the Senate, there's no stadium, and the very real possibility, I would say, likelihood that the Vikings will leave. And those who oppose this project and aren't willing to join with me in devising an alternative are going to have to accept the responsibility for the consequences of their unwillingness to rise to this challenge with me.